What's up guys, back again making another video, and this time let me actually take this off. It's a little bit hot. Whoa, messy hair. So I just came back from the gym, haven't even taken a shower yet. I figured I had to crank out a video before I go do all that stuff. Trying to figure out my hair situation. I'm like, do I let it grow out and then like just cut off the blonde part, or do I like re-dye the whole thing blonde, like all the roots? But that's a random thought I was just thinking about. I don't think I'm gonna bore you guys anymore about what I should do with my hair. But if you guys have suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Regardless, we're here to talk about the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. And of course, this is more of an update video because some more information has come out between the last 2 months that I put my first video out and now. But if you guys do want to check out my first video, feel free to do so here in the top corner. It's funny because that video got a lot of like positive responses from people, and of course between the 2 months ago and now, a few details as far as the specs of the vehicle and other features that the car have changed. And so people are watching that old video from 2 months ago and they're like, hey, these aren't the same specs that we thought or that Mercedes-Benz have released now. And of course, as someone who's worked for a few car companies, you definitely like almost expect there to be changes because sometimes you're not able to meet certain deadlines. Sometimes things that look good in theory just don't really work out the way you plan. And of course, that is similar to what's happened with this Mercedes-Benz S-Class. So I'm gonna update you guys with all this information that you need. If you guys are new here, definitely subscribe to this channel. If you guys are returning, thank you guys so much for your support because it definitely means a lot and it keeps me going. Without further ado, let's start up this video and get to the nitty-gritty. So, even with this update, again, there's still a little bit of wiggle room as far as the specs of this vehicle. I can, however, tell you that as far as the low end of this vehicle, or the cheaper, like the base model, I guess in this case, you're going to be looking at a 3-liter twin-turbo 6-cylinder, and on the other hand, for the Maybach, you're looking at a V12. So, again, this is not certain, this is not 100% sure. I've read a bunch of different sources, and for the most part, this is seemingly how things are gonna be. Again, it could change. I'm gonna update you guys when it does, when it inevitably does change again. But in the meantime, I feel like there's something I really want to talk about. And while I've talked about the specs of the car, I guess I could talk about the competitors before I go to what I was about to say. In this case, as far as the competitors, you're looking at the LS, so the Lexus LS, the Porsche Panamera, and the Audi A8. So those are generally cars within the similar price range as the Mercedes-Benz. And so for the Mercedes-Benz, for the low end, you're looking at $94,000 up until $173,000, which is going to be the price of the Maybach. So you can see that the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, the starting price of the S-Class, is already higher than a lot of the highest price of the other competing vehicles. So right off the bat, people are going to be like kind of weary whether it's worth spending that much money on an S-Class when you could probably get a cheaper vehicle and probably another vehicle in addition to that. Well, maybe like a moped or something with like the spare like $5,000, or maybe like a legit motorcycle for, I don't know, $10,000, $20,000. I'm not entirely sure how much motorcycles generally run for, but regardless, the fact that you can get a car and have some change left over kind of makes people weary whether they should actually spend their money on an S-Class. But then again, it's an S-Class, it's Mercedes-Benz. First of all, you're getting like just insane performance. You're getting like the top level of comfort for a car in that price range. You're getting just knowing the fact that you own a Mercedes-Benz, especially an S-Class, that's like an elite level type vehicle, generally at least. The thing for me, and one of the big reasons that I decided to make this update video is because of the interior. So we've just gotten the chance to look at the interior, and I have to say I'm really impressed. Not that I was ever unimpressed by Mercedes interiors. I think for me it's ambient lights. I like the fact that they decided to have ambient lights in the car so you can change it from like one color to the next. I guess depending on your mood. It is a bit of an extra feature that's in a way maybe a little bit unnecessary, but I think it's something that just adds that extra something to a vehicle that you own. Another big thing is the fact that there are literally screens everywhere, from the armrest to the back of the seats to the center console, and even technically, if you're even looking at the dashboard, it's all becoming digitalized. So, I mean, gone are the days where you had like the regular analog screens or analog dials that have all the, whether it be a tachometer, speedometer, whatever else it might be. I feel like those are sort of going away and they're getting replaced with electronic components instead. Overall, I mean, it's a solid car. There's really no complaints from me. I feel like, again, Mercedes-Benz have been in the business way too long to be making dumb decisions and making dumb errors. So I feel like for this S-Class, I mean, you pretty much are getting what you pay for, which is an elite vehicle with all the different features that you can add on if you please. Let me know what you guys think about this S-Class. Would you get one? Would you not? I wouldn't because I can't afford it. No But if you guys like this video, like the video, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.